Ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Welcome to the epic episode of Dorian Destinations. Are you excited to talk about this epic episode?
Yeah, I'm super excited. We have something epic to share.
So enough puns. We're going to talk about today. We actually had the privilege to see the Epic Universe in Orlando, Florida. One of the new theme parks that Universal will be launching
May 22nd,
May 22nd,
2025.
2025. And we want to break down this amazing park. So let's get to it.
So ready. I was very excited about visiting this park.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, before we start, all I gotta. I know, I'm sorry. I always gotta. I am gonna say Disney better watch out. That's all I gotta
don't
say.
say that. Disney has their own thing going on.
Okay.
Like, it's different.
I retract that statement.
Yeah. I don't. He's all about Epic. Okay. All right. So.
Okay.
Epic is a new park that is part of the Universal Studios, one of their other parks, because they have Islands of Adventure and they have Universal Studios, and now they have
Epic.
And it's pretty cool. So we went, and they have like different little villages and stuff like that.
It's not villages. It's worlds. Different worlds.
Worlds.
And you take portals to these worlds. The only world that you don't take well, technically you do when you enter the main entrance
Like
to
the
the park.
main entrance to the park.
Yeah, is a portal into Celestial Park, which is the heart of the park.
Yes.
Right? It's the center, and it has like an astrology. It's like the central hub of Epic Universe. It is amazing because it does have a lot of beautiful sculptures, a lot of like flowers.
Oh, in the center they have a huge lake that they're gonna be doing the like a how they do in Vegas, like the
water aquatic dancing. Is that what it's called?
I wasn't what I was looking for, but it's gonna have like a show, like a water show, with like lights and stuff like that.
Yeah.
We weren't able to see that, but we do know that it's going to happen. You can see all of everything happening. But yeah, a lot of really cool sculptures. It's round, so when you walk in, and then they have 4 other areas or different little portals that you go through.
4 different worlds, which is basically a Super Nintendo world. It's
Dark Universe.
Dark Universe. It's the hold on, I want to get this right because I know it's a mouthful here. It's the Wizarding World Ministry of Magic.
Yes, which it is based off of Harry Potter, but it's specifically the spin-off. What is it called?
Well, it's the first time that the Harry Potter world and the Fantastic Beasts trilogy mixed together. So there's actually the ride, which we didn't get to ride.
We'll get to that.
We'll get to that.
Yeah,
Sorry. Okay. So, all right. So the first.
Oh, no, we forgot. And How to Train Your Dragon, which was one of my favorites. So I have Toothless with me today.
So we're going to break all that down for you. Sorry, that was a long intro.
I think we should start
with Celestial Park, no? Like, let's...
Yeah, but I think we should save like the best for last.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So Celestial Park.
Okay.
That's like the center.
Yes.
They have this ginormous carousel. It's really pretty, and it is your astrology, and it's like all the
It's
stars,
a zodiac, yeah.
the zodiac and stuff.
So-
It's beautiful.
So the 3 attractions on this one is the Stardust Racer, which basically it's pretty intense. It's the dueling dragons, if you're old enough to know what that is, of this generation, where you could pick a different color line.
Yellow or green,
and then you have a different experience in this roller coaster, and they intertwine at the same time. Green is the most intense and most crazy, and there is a little Easter egg which I love about this roller coaster.
Don't tell them.
I gotta tell them. It has a flux capacitor.
So in the back of the roller coaster, at the very, 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 very end, the last seat, you can see Back to the Future, the flux capacitor.
Yeah, it's awesome. Which, by the way,
I'm gonna take this off. I'm a little hot.
You're a little hot. Well, I'm not taking this off.
I'll put it back on when we get back to How to Train Your Dragon.
Okay. Well, for those of you that are not watching us but listening to us, please go to our YouTube because we have a bunch of exclusive footage of the rides, the Celestial Park, so you could actually get a visual of
what we saw,
what
all
we're
the
talking
rides
about.
and everything. Yeah.
Yeah. So like Shannon mentioned, Constellation Carousel. It is whimsical, floating style carousel.
Really pretty. Everything's very blue and gold, and it's they did a really nice part. What's the third?
The third one is we didn't get to experience it, but it's the Astronomica. It's basically like a little water area for the children and for the kids and the parents.
It wasn't open yet.
It wasn't open yet,
No.
but it will be there, which is great because it's kind of open and it's going to have like a bunch of like water spray, just a little mini water park there where you could just sit down, cool off because, Florida is a little hot.
Yeah.
So
all year round.
So what we're gonna do in this is gonna be the first one. We have rated each world based on food, the queue experience, and basically I guess the attractions and the overall. So we're gonna get into that. Just before we do get into that, just so you know, Celestial Park has 6+ food options.
Yeah.
Around
oh my God, really, really, really nice restaurants. They have a brewery there.
Yep.
Very cool. What I have to say before we get to eat all of the parks, every single world was a little bit of kid and a little bit of adult. So it didn't feel babyish. It didn't feel adult-ish. It was like perfect. I have to give it
the right balance. The right balance. So yeah, I can't go over. We're not gonna go over all the restaurants here, but it has 6+
Starbucks.
restaurants. Starbucks is there for all those Starby fans.
But they had pizza. They
Yeah.
had it was just they have a little bit of everything. I have to say. Yeah.
And I will give you a little hidden fun fact here, that on the floor, okay, in the pavement of this area, which is the hub of the park, it has interactive clues that tie all the worlds together. So just look out for that when you go. Okay.
Another Easter egg.
A little Easter egg there, since I'm a mushroom. Okay, so let's go to our ratings for Celestial Park.
I'm not sure what a mushroom has to do with an egg, but we're gonna roll.
We're gonna
with that
roll
one.
with that one. Okay, so
All right,
Shannon,
yeah,
the queue experience, which basically is
the line. So when you're waiting in the line for the Stardust Racer, I have to say the lines are very, very long. So and very intertwining, but there wasn't as much action, I guess you could say.
Yeah,
it was like a regular queue for any kind of roller coaster. You're outside. And then that was really it. The ride was probably one of the best roller coasters I've ever been on.
I agree. I think that ride top 2 for me, and top 2 probably in the whole Orlando Universal Resort thing. I mean,
'cause the other
I think
one is,
Velocicoaster and this
and
one,
that one
are
are right
competing
there.
because
Yeah.
I'm telling you, and this one has 2.
And
that
this
you could
one
choose.
is not even so much like upside downs. Like it's more about twisting and turning
And
so,
speed.
Yeah,
It is
yeah.
fast.
They do a couple speed tracks.
Yeah. So
in
I don't
there.
recommend for the smaller ones this one.
So, but yeah, like how the Hulk takes off like speeding, this does it several different times throughout the ride, which is pretty cool. So you have definitely check that out.
All right.
But yeah, but
so the
that's
queue, you gave it a...
It was a 1. There was nothing happening. I mean, if I'm comparing it to the other ones, which we'll tell you about, this one was a 1.
Yeah,
out of 5.
Yeah,
right?
out of 5. That's our rating system, out of 5. So I gave it a 2 as well.
Why? Why did you give it? I gave it a 1. Not as well. Why did you give it a 2?
I gave it a 2 because
What
like
was
the
exciting?
excitement of like, holy crap! I'm like, this is exciting.
Okay.
Whatever.
Yeah. All right. And then
It's my vote.
It's your vote. Okay. And then what was the other one?
Oh yes.
Yeah, your notes are different again.
No, they're not different. Okay, so the attraction itself, meaning the
Oh,
fun.
it was one of the top.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. And then overall, what do you give? This hub of Celestial Park. What do you give it?
Even though we didn't get to see it in its best, only because this was a sneak peek and some attractions were still closed. It's really nice, and I love the moon and the stars and blue and gold, if you can't tell. So for me, I thought aesthetically it was stunning, and so I'm excited to see it in its full glory. So I have to give it almost a 5.
Yeah,
I can't give it an honest opinion because we didn't see the whole thing.
True.
They kicked us out by 7, so we saw nothing at night.
Which-
there was no nighttime. Like it was still bright.
Yeah.
So they're saving that for the surprise part.
Well, and just that's a good point you brought up. By the way, those hours that we went to, or the preview, the people that have seen it, is from 10 to 7.
And that
is not going to be the normal operating
No,
hours.
they're
They will
gonna
have
be-
extended.
Right,
yes.
right, like the other parks.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I gave it an overall 4, not a full 5.
Yeah, I don't think we can give it like an honest.
Yeah,
opinion,
but
it's up there.
It is a
definitely up there.
beautiful entrance, and it's like a mature entrance
But
to a
it's
theme
not
park.
even just the entrance; it's the whole center of the park. The
Yeah.
worlds are around, so I think it's
Which,
just
by the way,
oh, the hotel
the
is
hotel.
there in the very back. Beautiful. We couldn't see it. We couldn't go in. They have an amazing sushi Japanese restaurant outside, so we did see some people
Yeah.
over there, but we were not allowed to take pictures.
No.
And the hotel looks stunning. You can actually see it online. Very Mediterranean in the inside.
Well, you could see the outside on this podcast
Beautiful,
because I'm
beautiful.
showing you that building right now, maybe. As I put the B-roll, but yes, it's beautiful. It's called Helio. It's going to probably average around Helio. Sorry,
You're so Cuban.
Helio.
Helio.
And it will, I think, average. I think you looked it up, babe. How much was it?
It was about $400-ish a night for the basic room, all the way up to $1,300 a night. But the suites, just so you know, are going to be How to Train Your Dragon. So if you have kids, it's definitely worth it. And it overlooks the park, and it's stunning. There's a rooftop. Who does not love rooftops? There's a restaurant looking over, so you get to see the fireworks, everything. It's amazing, amazing, amazing. Okay,
Agreed.
let's go to the next
Okay,
world.
the next one. This is Super Nintendo World.
No, I wanted to save that one for the last.
Okay, we're gonna skip that
That's
one.
the best part.
Okay, stop. We're gonna skip
Okay.
that one. We're gonna go to now Dark Universe.
Oh, I loved Dark Universe.
You know, I hate to say this. I thought this was gonna be my favorite because I am a horror fanatic, and unfortunately, this is probably the least favorite.
No, it's not my
Yeah.
least favorite. I did have better hopes for it, but maybe we can explain why. The roller coaster, the werewolf
Yeah.
it's fun, very fun, family fun. And it was exciting. It kind of remind me of the water one, the tube that kind
Yeah.
of goes up and down. If you ever did you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And it goes up, right? So it's fun. It's family fun.
Yeah, it's not too gory. It's not Halloween Horror
The queue
Nights.
for that one is not fun at all, but it is. I love it. 'Cause
Well,
it's,
no, I disagree with you on that one.
well, I like all the tarot cards and
No. But you're talking about
the
so what
gypsy.
she's talking about. So let's explain.
I'm talking about the werewolf roller coaster. That's
Yes.
all I have gotten to. Yeah.
Okay, so the werewolf roller coaster, the queue is not the most impressive.
No.
It did have a tarot card gypsy feel
Which
to it.
I love. Because I swear I was a.
She's definitely a gypsy, and she's still one. But I will say this: the queue for the castle for the experiment, phenomenal. I thought it was great.
So there's another one that's like what's it, Frankenstein's house, where like Igor brings you through the rides, the ride, and then that house. The details.
Yeah.
First of all, the queue once
It's
again.
a Monsters Unchained.
It is probably the longest queue we've ever walked through. It's pretty ginormous because you're walking outside, then you're going through the bottom part of the house, then you're going up like a royal staircase, and then you're going through his different labs, the library, and it's amazing. And remember, it's all the monsters, not just Frankenstein. So you get to see like Dracula.
Yeah.
There's all sorts of like other ones. Which ones were they? Were
It
all
was the mummy. I mean, the whole basic
the
principles
mummy.
controlling Dracula, but you do see Phantom of the Opera. You see the mummy. You see the creature from the Blue Lagoon, the werewolf. So you see all of them. It's Monsters Unchained. But what's cool is that if while you're walking in the queue, listen closely to the audio and look at the notes that you see around, because that basically gives you like a story. It's a part of the story. So
Before you get on
yeah,
the
it's
ride.
not just you're waiting. You're actually learning about the story and the back end of it, which I find pretty phenomenal. So that was pretty.
It was and just beautiful, just very well done.
Yeah.
The ride was great. It is kind of like how Harry Potter is.
Yeah.
The one that's in islands. So it has the screen and stuff like that. So I will tell you.
And animatronics.
And animatronics were the best I've ever seen. I mean, stunning. But I guess that's really it. The world itself is beautiful, and they did a good job. I just feel like it's lacking something. I feel like they just shoved all the monsters in one ride. I think they could have done a separate ride for like Dracula, or done something a little bit different. because I feel like that was all it had to offer. Now, we did eat at the Das Steakhouse.
The Das Steakhouse.
And it was delicious. I have to say, the food that we had in this park, everywhere we ate, was fabulous. So the meat was great. I would never normally order meatloaf. Everybody kept saying to order it.
It's called the bits and pieces.
It was delicious.
What?
Yeah, it was very good. The beer was really good. They have
Amazing.
IPAs. They have everything.
Yeah,
there.
which is cool because in this one, it's the Burning Blade Tavern in a Dark Universe, where it's pretty cool. Like the actual blades,
like a windmill
of the windmill, go on fire every few minutes, which you'll see the footage here.
The bar, super cool. Everyone's
God.
ready to take a picture. Like, we asked to take a picture with the bartender, and she pulled out an axe. Like, it's just really interactive. The drinks were amazing. I had, like, this ginger, and it was it was a gin.
It was like
a gin with bitters. I would normally have never ordered it. It was delicious.
Yeah.
And you can actually not just go inside the bar. You can actually go outside, like a little.
Yeah, like a little outside. Like what we call a ventanita, the
right,
Cubans, the little window.
You could do the window on the outside and then continue with your drink. But the food there was
amazing.
And
aside from here's the thing. So I think this one is the second least amount of attractions. So I think Super Mario Brothers, How to Train Your Dragon, compared to the other two main portal worlds, this one only has two main attractions. The other attractions that it has is like a makeup.
You could do makeup. They have a meet and greet to Frankenstein and the Bride of Frankenstein.
Yeah, it's called the Darkmoor Monster Makeup Experience. That's pretty cool, and they have a variety of different makeups. And in the meet and greet with the different monsters, we were lucky enough to meet Frankenstein and the Bride, and I'm not gonna lie, he was hitting on you, babe. He was hitting.
You wanted to know if he was my family or friend.
Are we friends? I'm like, yo, you better step off. He never met like a Cuban husband, all right? Because I don't know, like, he better step off. Well, whatever. There's footage of this too. If you can see that right, on our now. But if you're listening, check our YouTube out. But yes, we did that. That was pretty cool.
That was pretty cool. But I have to say, walking in, it is done really well done, and the outside of that, the attraction was the castle, the house, the mansion was just stunning.
I just think, to your point, they have so much rich IP. You have all these iconic characters, and I felt, and then you crammed them into two rides, right? Yeah. And one of the rides is just strictly for one character, which is a werewolf,
right?
Which you don't experience.
So we could have left the house like Frankenstein, like him being.
Like, I would have had like a little pond, and then maybe have an interactive thing there with the creature of the Blue Lagoon.
But I mean, who knows? This is also the initial peek, so maybe there's more, and we're missing something. So. Who knows?
I did my research. It's not where I'm missing. Okay, so let's do our ratings.
Okay. I love the park. I would have to give it like a 4.
Like overall?
Yeah, like a 4. I liked it.
I gave it a 4. I gave it a 4. But I think the food, everything is pretty much like a 4 for me in this land. The queue,
I think I did the same
the attraction, and the food.
I think I did the same thing, 4, right? Yeah. Didn't I?
So Dark Universe, check it out. And by the way, just one little thing I wanted to talk about. The fun fact of that is, this is IP owned by Universal, so they own the classic horror films, which I love. As a horror fan, I love that the Dracula that they use is inspired by the Bela Lugosi, and the old Frankenstein from she's alive. That guy, amazing. So if you're a horror fan, check it out. You'll love it.
I loved it.
Okay, now could we go to the?
I know Harry Potter.
You want to do the Harry Potter?
Yeah, I do. Okay, so
we're gonna do it's not Harry Potter. It's the Wizarding World Ministry of Magic.
When you walk into this portal,
you're gonna see it with the hand.
I honestly thought we were in Paris, like old Paris, like the 1930s. I mean, stunning. They have an amazing French cafe, and is one of my favorite artists is Alfonso Mucha. And so if you're familiar with his art, he did these beautiful women with Art Nouveau circles around them, and very Art Nouveau, very flowy, and which is like, I have to be honest, Dorian Destinations, that's my lettering, is Art Nouveau. So I was in heaven. But the artwork that was inside was not Alfonso's. It was had to do with like Harry Potter and all of that theme. So the take that they did on that was awesome. I was in heaven. And so the cafe was great. The streets are beautiful. We went to a really cool place to get drinks. Once again, I would have never gotten this. It was like a Aperol Spritz, but it was not.
It was the bar moonshine.
Yes, beautiful, done inside. And he got an old fashioned, and I got like a limoncello lavender type drink. They have the old, the booth, the phone booth that's there. I mean, just stunning.
The metro signs, everything.
Metro sign, beautiful.
I think the attention to detail in this world, I mean, it's magical.
The characters walking around are awesome. Like they're in character. Like they're looking at their watch. Like you really do feel like you step back in time.
It really transported me, and I was blown. Like I honestly, let's put it this.
Little guy.
Yeah, the little from the Fantastic Beast
like a
that swallows all the metal. I forgot his name.
Platypus, no?
It's like a platypus, but it's whatever. Yeah, he's a metal-eating platypus type monster. He's there. You could actually see him. They have it's called the Circus Arcanus. Sorry for the butchery, but it's a cool show in the center of this world where basically they mix the Fantastic Beasts. All the Fantastic Beasts from the movie are there, and it's pretty cool because it's like a live performance with puppets and interactive. That's really cool. Yeah. But I think the place that just
so
breathtaking.
We have to say this. So as a disclaimer, they have a ride. The first week that they had opened it up to sneak peeks, nobody was even allowed to even see the insides. We actually were
the queue,
like the queue to get into the ride. We were very lucky enough to enter the queue, but we were not allowed to do the ride. They were still working on it. So when you walk in, you look like you're going inside like a store, like I guess like a metro station. We had no idea what we were about to walk into.
Sorry, our cat decided to hijack our join the show.
So when we walked in here,
it's perfect.
It was because you look like you're walking to a small building. It was. I'm not even kidding you. 5 stories up, all tile. I mean, it was.
I mean, you're seeing it now because I'm putting it as a B-roll. It
was absolutely stunning. I was in awe. I will be honest. I ditched him. I left. I started walking. Yeah. I couldn't believe what we were even. It didn't even look like we were in a ride. And the statues and the buildings inside there and the tunnels and you're going through the metro. I mean, I was just. It was. I forgot where I was. It was.
Yeah. It's crazy. Like I felt there's 2 worlds that I felt completely immersed in. But from 2 sides of me, right? My child side, Super Nintendo, like, wow. Like, I felt completely...
Well, we haven't gotten
I know. But this one, oh, my God. This one is like...
I felt like we were there.
The attention to detail, I'm telling you, any other theme park in the world does not have the attention to detail that I saw in this world.
It's just so large. Like, it's not just like a little queue and you're there like you've done other rides. No, I mean... I can't even explain to you how large. It just didn't end. It just went on and just amazing. So
yeah, they have, and just so you know, the main attraction is that ride, the Harry Potter and the Battle of the Ministry. Nobody knows what it is. They're keeping it really hush hush. So, but if the detail,
do know that it's the trial though.
Well, it's the trial of one of the characters back then. Thank you, Vetter, for joining us today. Our cat. But the great thing about it is that Harry, Ron, and Hermione return, which is pretty cool. So yeah, it's if it's if the detail to the queue has anything to say about what the ride might be, and they're keeping it hush, I think this is going to be probably the best Harry Potter ride in the world.
Yeah, I have to say, like, other people were upset that we went inside. We were getting messages.
Yeah, like, they had FOMO. They're haters. That's all right.
Like, we didn't even get inside the queue.
People be hating. That's all right.
All right, so that's that world.
Well, wait. I got to give a fun fact. That this is the first time ever that the 2 IPs, and I think I mentioned it briefly, that the Fantastic Beasts and Harry Potter series intertwine in the same timeline. So this is phenomenal. This is great if you're a Harry Potter fan.
Also, too, they have the wands there. They have a wand shop. And just like they have an Islands and Universal, you can do your
It's interactive. So it's still an interactive world as well.
So definitely. And they still sell the robes and everything there, too. So
you could keep spending money.
Yeah.
All right. So food, babe. What do you give it?
Oh, I love the drinks. It was amazing. I thought it was great. The cafe was super cute. I loved it. I did. amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. Thank you for the number. I give it
a 5.
I give it a 4. I give it a 4. Just to go against you. Okay,
I
so
bet if I said 4,
the,
he would have said 5.
Okay, so the Q, if I could give it a 10, I would. But the Q, 5 out of 5, the most brilliant thing, stunning. And then I think attractions, we couldn't rate it obviously because we couldn't really rate it.
But I'm excited.
We're going back.
Yeah. Like I hope they don't.
So overall,
they don't
it's a
let me
5.
down.
It's a 5 for me.
Amazing.
Yeah. All right. So where do you want to go? You want to go to Train the Dragon, right?
Let's go to How to Train Your Dragon.
Okay. So, How to Train Your Dragon.
Amazing.
The Isle of Berk. In Berk, we have snow. You know how he always starts it that way?
I have Toothless for this one.
I'm going to be honest with you. This storyline, I think we could all agree, the How to Train Your Dragon, everybody loves. It's great.
It was amazing. We did the kid rides. They were amazing.
Yeah.
We rode a dragon. They have a roller coaster, which I have to say, I honestly felt like we were on dragons flying through the rocks the way the roller coaster went. It was so smooth.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool. The water ride that was there, we were not able to do.
No.
But it looked really cool because they have like a really big, cool lake inside the world. So then you're in that world and then you're going around it.
Yeah.
And then the best part.
Yes. Well, I mean, aside from the attractions, which, by the way, there's 4 of them, right? So there's Dragon Racer, Hiccups, Wind Gliders, Fire Drill, and then the Viking Training Camp, which is really a play area. No, that's a play area for...
Oh, for little kids.
Yeah,
yes,
the Fire Drill is the water one, but there's a play area for... That's what I'm saying, and you said it earlier, like the perfect balance of kids and with adults. And it's amazing, and this is the world that shows that. You get to there's an untrainable dragon show, which is amazing. But I think the highlight of anybody is meeting Toothless.
So Toothless,
which you're seeing right now.
Yeah, Toothless is oh my god amazing. You get to pet him. You get to really interact. He looks at you. I mean, it is amazing. We got to meet some of the characters. Now, actually, all of the characters of the little gang. So we got to meet the twins. We got to meet, what's Hiccup's girlfriend's name?
Cough?
Astrid. We got to meet Astrid. She was adorable. And then we got to meet Hiccup.
Okay.
So I have to give this guy a shout out.
Yes.
We were in line in a 45-minute wait. So we were kind of far from him, and we can hear him talk. And it was a movie. We were in awe. We're like, this guy sounds just like Hiccup. The way he talks to every single child, parent, it was amazing the way he interacted with them. He was just like Hiccup. This guy, I don't know his name, but the actor that is playing him, kudos to him.
Well, I'm gonna, you know what I'm gonna do in the edit? Right now, I'm gonna put the audio of Hiccup so you guys could tell. And you let us know if this guy is not like amazing as Hiccup.
Oh my god!
Which, by the way, there's a live action coming out.
He should have played him.
Hell yeah, he should have played him.
He's just genuine and charming. I just thought that he did such.
I think she thinks he's cute.
When I first met him, he didn't have them out, and I was like, "Oh, he's toothless." Then he showed me his teeth and devoured a fish right in front of my face. So maybe not the best name, but he's grown attached to it. Yeah. But no, it's okay. It's just saying hello.
How they were playing off of each other.
Yeah.
It was
great casting.
Yes, great casting. I really hope. I mean, but Hiccup's gonna grow up one day, so I don't know what they're gonna do. But amazing.
I have him on video, so we could always go back and.
But yes, and you get. I mean, the best part is you get to touch.
I'm glad that you're coming into that because that's a great thing to know that Toothless actually blinks, interacts with you. Now, mind you, this is an animatronic character,
and he hears me talking to him, and he's reacting to me.
So, I love you, and then he growls and he blinks at you. So the amount of interactivity with this creature is like whoever designed this, and I'm gonna go back to whoever designed this park. The attention to
amazing.
The attention to detail in this park. Like I said, a lot of competitors need to wake up because what was back then is in this park. Like for this generation.
I think the next land is where
Yes.
I think that's where.
Wait. Let's give our ratings.
Okay.
All right, let's stick to the fun.
I thought it was a 5. Oh, they have macaroni and cheese. They have stuff for
Yes.
kids there. Really good food.
Yeah.
They have a mead place, so there you can get wine.
So there's
a
meat
beer.
hall. There's meat hall for the food options. There's a Viking-inspired feast hall. There's Spitfire Grill, by the
Big
way,
turkey
which is a
leg.
little bit healthier tip. But there is what she was talking about. It's the Hooligans Grog and Gruel. They're famous for their mac and cheese cones, baked potatoes, and Viking-style ginger beer, non-alcoholic, called the Yak Nog. The Yak Nog. I don't think I'll drink a Yak Nog.
Because there's like yaks that remember in the.
It's
in
just
the
that
movie.
word yak. It's like eggplant. I don't want to eat it. I don't want to eat eggplant or yak nog.
Okay, you're missing out.
I'm playing yak nog. Try it. Okay, so ratings, food.
Yes, 5.
Okay.
I have to say the park was amazing with food. I would.
Okay.
We're gonna get.
So
to,
I think this land gets a 5 from me.
but the queue wasn't really that interactive. I will tell you, like
Yeah.
waiting for the lines to do the rides, it wasn't as interactive, but it was definitely cute.
Yeah, it was cute. I think thematically designed the queue for the story and all that, but it's not interactive. It's not gonna blow you away like the Harry Potter, Dark Universe, and
Well, but
we'll
we're
get to
comparing. The reason why is
I know.
we're comparing.
We're comparing. That's a problem, and I'm sorry. Okay, so we're going on to the final world.
Okay, so I have to be very honest. I grew up with Nintendo, even though I played and all of that. But I wasn't like, I can't wait to get there. I really did not know what to expect. Franco comes out of the gift shop with these. I don't know where his is.
Hold on,
I'm wearing
pouring
mine. Mine says Luigi, but you can get Peaches. You can get
Boom, Mario baby.
but you can get all of them. Like,
Yeah.
was it Peaches? What's the bad guy?
Bowser. I mean, there's a bunch.
Bowser.
You could get character.
Yeah, you can get King Kong on here. You can get anything that's from Nintendo at these bracelets. So I honestly had no idea why he had bought these. Once you buy it, you need to have the app. So
Yes.
let's explain that.
Yeah.
And I will tell you, even though these are for kids, I wish he would have bought me one. We only got them for our girls.
Yeah.
But you have to download the app. The app now.
The Universal Studios app. And then you go to the world, the park. Sorry. And then you go into the world, and it says interactive play. You click on it, and then what you do is you scan the band, and then you create your character, or you name it, each band, right?
So
it's linked to
girls
your
got
Universal account. Yeah.
Yeah. So each of our girls got one of these. So they had
Yeah.
their own little account. So now, you have to go through their portal. And so how do you get to Mario Land is the best thing. You have to go through a green tube.
Pipe, a green tube, just like in the video game, and it's amazing. So it's
And
like
you're going up an escalator.
yeah, you're going up because you basically pop up out of a green tube like in the video game. And when I'm not. Oh
I
my
felt
God.
like we were like.
I was in a video game.
Yeah, we were in a video.
I was
There's
for the
question mark.
Oh my God, it was like amazing. It was like I kept telling her, I wish I had this as a kid. I wish I had this as a kid.
No, everywhere you go is interactive, and I think that's what really spoiled it for us because we went here first.
Yeah.
We had heard that the lines were extra long.
Yes. Our recommendation: go here first.
So, but then again, I wish we would have ended there because I would have loved more time there. So I don't know. I'm a little torn, but. So everywhere you go, there's like the big coin question mark. So you get to hit underneath it, and every time you hit, the coins register to whoever's hitting it. Sometimes you get a 1-up. Sometimes you get coins.
Yeah.
You can do multiple coins.
Yeah.
You get a star.
Yeah.
I mean,
so there's mini games throughout the land that you play with this band. What's great is that they have screens in certain parts of the land where it tells you who's leading that day.
in that day, right?
In that day and overall. So, which is phenomenal because it's like, oh my God, now you're competing, and then like our girls were competing against each other, so they were just bouncing on the blocks, and it just became, it was so much fun, because, and that's why to me this is the ultimate land. I was having fun at 45. My kids were having fun at their age. It's like, oh my God, this is truly a multi-generational experience where I was like, this is amazing. This is amazing because it's like, I want to come here again.
So one of my favorite parts in the park, we went in, and then we got there. I had no idea what we were doing. And when we walked in, they took our belongings, and then we stood on a number, and then he told us basically, you're going to be in the game and you're going to be hitting things. And I was like, okay, I still had no idea what we were doing. We walked into a room that had a screen, and there was the four of us, and you see my body, you see my daughters, and
like the silhouette
of us, and it's my body. And then all of a sudden, from the sky, things are falling, and I'm hitting the turtles, and then I'm hitting,
and like the bullets are coming out. You have to dodge it. You have to duck.
Hit my head,
oh
and
my
then
God.
I hit like a question mark, and then I got big, and my silhouette got big.
Yeah.
And then one of the question marks was the flower, so I got my little
and I was shooting
fireballs.
fireballs.
So now you're shooting fireballs.
Oh my Lord.
Bullets are coming, so you have to duck. But then if you get hit, you shrink again. So
it's the video game.
It is the coolest thing ever. I could have probably spent like 20 minutes in there. I was exhausted because you're jumping, you're ducking. So that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was.
I don't even know the name of that.
Well, I have the name because I have the best notes. It's actually Bowser's Challenge.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool.
I had no idea what we were gonna do.
I'm lying. My notes are not that good. The Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge is the next one that we're gonna talk about with the AR. Phenomenal. Yes. So that one, it's actually a side game because, like I said, all these. There's just so much interaction in this. This is the most interactive I think I've seen in any world, any theme park in terms of interaction. I think they tried this like with Harry Potter with the wand, and they took it up a notch with this, right? Like this is like constant, like every block is an interaction for you to get points. And it's real-time competition, so everybody's kind of looking either on the app, because you could see the real-time results on the app.
Or walk over to the screen that's in the world, and you put your watch,
100%.
And then it tells you what you have, and then where you rank.
Yeah, so it's phenomenal.
But there's like in the inside, the center, there's like everywhere you go, there's that. Or like sometimes you'll see like an M on the wall, you don't know what it is, and it's hidden, sort of, so then you put your watch, and then all of a sudden like a star pops out. Or then sometimes you interact, and then you. And
in the queues, you could start interacting with the stuff.
And then you're like hitting the wall and trying to get as many coins as you want.
Yeah.
What was really cool was that one of the things they had told us, we weren't able to go in unless we had a certain amount of coins and certain amount of keys.
A certain amount of stars. We had to have 3 stars, just like in the game.
I thought it was
so then that way you could power up, and that's basically that was. That was the interactive.
Oh, that was the interactive.
So
but since they had the watch, and we were technically like visitors, right? Like we were like granted access. They let us in, you know. But
no, that's not how it happened.
Yeah, she had said
it's the wine.
No, who was there with me? She said, you need to have 3 stars, but since and you have to have the watch. But since it was a special day, we were allowed to go in. So you have to get the watch. You have to have the 3 stars. I thought it was 3 keys.
It's 3 stars. It's 3 stars.
Okay. And then Then we went on to the AI.
Yes. So this is the Bowser's Challenge,
Kart.
Mario Kart. Now, being a fan, our oldest daughter, Paris, is a huge fan of Mario Kart. I'm talking about like this is her ride, and I could tell you that again, the way of using technology, I'm like, how are they gonna do this? And it was amazing. It was like using AR with the goggles, with the hats, and you're seeing right now the footage. You're basically moving in a Mario Kart. You're shooting things. You're throwing things. You're riding, and then there's a one point towards the end where you kind of portal through space, and it really takes you there. But like looking at this footage right now, I hope you guys. It doesn't do it justice because obviously I recorded this. And like it doesn't, you can't really capture the AR 100%, but it's pretty good considering. You're gonna see how the interactivity of this is just phenomenal. Again, you're gonna be transported, and that's what I think this whole theme park was designed to do, is transport you to worlds.
And the queue for this line, you can interact and get more coins while you're in the line. But I will tell you, before you go in, because you're going through Bowser's castle, when you're going through his house, you're going first through the typical the chain link drawbridge.
Yeah.
But once you go in, you go through his library, and the library was hilarious.
Yeah.
So it was like how to use bullets, how to actually use your flying turtles the best way that you can. What was it? Some of them like about the brothers and the siblings.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like how to read people. It's all about conquering Mario and everything that had to do
Like
with
my
it.
favorite one is the long book of shortcuts.
Yeah, that was a really so.
I love that
It
one.
was just really cool.
Yeah.
So you're going through his house. You're going up and down. I will.
He
tell you,
obviously
the
had
line was out of
peaches.
control.
He had a
Oh my God! He had by his throne. He had like 500 pictures of
peaches.
So it was really cute. They did a good job inside his castle, and then inside that world, once you get out, there's another little section of Donkey Kong.
You see, but this is what we're going with, right?
I think like the other parks could have done this with Dark Universe, like have another
like
subsection.
what Dark Universe lacked, I think Super Nintendo World did great. They found another character that everybody loves in Donkey Kong, and they created a sub attraction for it where it's and I'll tell you right now,
It was really cool.
It was the Minecart Madness, which we rode, and you guys are seeing the footage right now.
It was so cool.
Oh my God!
And once again, it's for kids,
But it was fun.
Loved it.
Okay, okay.
And it's interactive, so the kids are getting coins while they're
While
inside
in the queue. But I will tell you this: one of the scariest moments I had in a roller coaster in my life was in this one, because I'm not gonna spoil it. Well, you're probably seeing it. I got terrified. I thought one of the carts was gonna hit us with Donkey Kong on it, and it freaked me out. But kudos to whoever designed that one.
It's just fun. It has like the bongos you can eat there. So we did eat in Mario Land, and what else do you eat with a bunch of Italian brothers?
Well, garlic
Italian
bread,
food.
Italian food. It was phenomenal.
Yeah, we had
they're all inspired by the video game, by the way. Each meal.
Our
Great.
burger came with a little Mario hat, which was really good.
And I had, I think it was the mushroom garlic bread shape.
Right. So the garlic rolls were shaped like mushrooms, and then they were like compacted. They're really good with like the sauce. It was good. I have to say it was good. Both the burgers that we had.
So how do you rate the?
Oh my God, this land was like a 5. Like everything was just the best.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I think if we had to, okay, first of all of them are phenomenal.
Yeah.
Okay, I think this park is a must do on starting when May
22nd.
May 22nd. Please go. Please get these
You have to
power
get
bands.
them before. Don't even buy. You
Yeah.
can get them online on the Epic Universe website.
Get these
and you can
bands.
see all the different ones.
Get these bands.
Activate them.
I would even get a fast pass because I would.
The lines were long, and we were only we weren't even at max capacity.
Yeah, so I think exactly. I think that's a cautionary tale that I think we want to tell, is that we weren't even at max capacity, and the lines were long. This park is going to make people like insanely amazed by it. So the lines, I predict, are going to be really long. So I will get an express pass or a fast. I forgot what they call it, but get that pass to go through, because it's gonna be. I'm telling you, I think this is gonna ante up the theme park industry. I think this park. That's my take on it. I don't know. I'm completely in love with it.
I'm in love, and I actually cannot wait until it opens its doors fully, so we can get the full experience.
Yeah.
Since some rides were not available, the water thing was not working.
Yeah.
Things were just not at it. We got like the sneak peek, we got the preview. You know? So they're still trying to iron out those little things. So imagine if all of those things were working amazing.
Which they will be. I think the staff, everything.
Oh yeah, everybody was amazing.
Everything.
Everybody, I just have to say, but I can't wait to see it at its full.
Yeah. So there you go. You have the Dorian Destination experience at Epic Universe at Orlando, Florida. I think it's an overall success. 5 out of 5 for me.
Definitely a 5 out of 5. I cannot wait to go back.
So there you go. Take your kiddos. If you want more information, or if you felt like we missed something, please feel free. Send us a message. We'll answer all your questions. We'll be more than happy to do so. Please do not forget to share, subscribe, and follow us. Leave us your comments. Please, we're here for you. We love traveling, and this is our passion. So be part of our love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheers to that.
Cheers.
Good job.
Way to go, Universal.